Hello, humans. No, your eyes do not deceive you. 'Tis not a mirage. A VTuber, that is not a cute anime girl. Green, mean, killing machine in the flesh right before you. The Goblin. Let me introduce myself while wielding the power of PowerPoint. Okay. The name is Jubilinus Oligob. It's not like goblins actually have complicated names. First name, last name. What is it supposed to mean? I picked it because I like the sound of it. Age. I am 335 green moons old. And that's a new record, which I hold. Height. Never bothered to know. Well, my guts tell me that I'm pretty tall. Let's check it out. How tall I am. To the measuring room. Okay, here is me. And here is the ruler thing. Okay. Let's see. About 150. Something's not right. This scale is wrong. Let me fix it. Here. Okay. Okay. 200. Now that's much better. But you know, still something feels not exactly right. Let me do this. Okay. Yep. 250. Now that's totally accurate. We're entering the Ogre Zone. The big boy zone. And that's how you do proper measurements. Now, let's go back. Okay, let's put that in. Yeah. Now, my favorites. Color. Is it even a question at this point? Of course it is red, cause red goes faster. You just slap the red on your war truck and make everyone swallow dust. The second best color is green, because green skins are the best. Simple as that. Food. Grox, squig, and flesh. Also, everything crunchy and munchy, like nuts. But not these nuts, okay? Other things. I like looting, grinding, raiding villages with the boys, chilling in a cave, weapons that do loud daka, and everything else orky and gorby at this point. What I dislike. When there is no loot, resistance, cave internet, very bad, and troglodytes. They're blind, stupid, and always go everywhere with their pokey sticks. My interests. Let's talk about games first. Good game should have one and only one thing to be a good game. A proper representation of goblin lifestyle in its gameplay. So, I can say Heroes of Might and Magic 3. That's a classic. Because they have the whole Goblin Town, Goblin Heroes, and even Wolf Raiders. The Elder Scrolls series, because you can be a complete loot goblin there from the first-person perspective. And you can also play as an orc. And last, but not least, Kenshi. Now, that's a goblin dream come true. The amount of violence, raiding, robbery, slavery, torturing, looting, and crafting is just right. Next, anime. Well, everything that has cute girls, goblins, orcs, other cool monsters, fights, schmut, and fire openings. Ideal anime at this point is the Goblin Slayer, where gobs don't lose. And we don't actually lose. That's all just Humi's power fantasy. But if I have to name some more, I'd say Lucky Star, K-On!, Live Life, Yuru Yuri, Non Non Biori, Nichijou. Oh, they pass the cute girls criterion, okay? Music. Yours truly has looted a big, almost 3 teragobs big collection of music. And I am quite the listener. Just look at my magnificent elven ears. However, telling about all my favorites will easily exceed the boundaries of a greeting card. That's a story for another time. But for now, let's just say, Children of Bodom. You don't get more orky than that. If you know, you know. Well, also, lately, I've been really digging the future funk. Makes me feel all gawky inside. Let's just add some of the juicy boys. Big Wave, Night Tempo, Macros, Desired, and Shui Uji. And now, let me tell you my origin story with my magnificent cave scribblings. Believe it or not, but I used to be a demon lord's right hand. To be precise, the very hand that mops the floor, but that's beyond the point. And here is the boss. Pretty big guy, with armor and all. So I was so good at cleaning castle walls and floors that he entrusted the whole demon library to my services. And that's a big deal. That's where all the magic books and grimoires were being kept. And everything would be fine if not for the demon general supervising the place. That certain witch believed that the key to strengthening Demon Lord's forces was education. Imagine thinking that the ability to use complicated tactics and tools could ever possibly outweigh brute force and good old swarming the enemy. Preposterous. So, she started regularly experimenting on me. I tried resisting the learning process as hard as I could, but then she started directly engraving those books into my brains. The pain, the horror were unimaginable. But in the end, this is why I'm smarter than your average gob, and can somewhat speak the human tongue. With enough beans and concentration, I can even conjure a simple fire spell. But, in the meantime, my lord obtained a magic sphere of immense power after raiding some wizard's tower. he started peering into it in order to be the sole demon who unlocks its secrets. The cursed sphere could show you the images of distant worlds. You could see visions of things that defy the common sense. You could hear the strange sounds and voices of sirens. Unfortunately, he became addicted to it. He locked himself in his chambers, abandoned his duties, and stared into the sphere without rest, day and night. He was withering away. And in this sorry state, the castle was assaulted, and our forces were in disarray without presence of the strong leader. In the ensued chaos, I did the only thing that you can do in any dire situation. Loot and scoot. I stormed to the treasure room, took the things that I could take, and escaped through the sewers. Among the loot I recovered, there was a very potent artifact, the Red Stone of Power. Ryzen 7 3700X to be precise. I decided that with its power I could become the boss myself. I found the coziest cave around and settled in there. And here we are. But before I could start streaming myself, I needed a model. Now meet the guy who made it. Or how do you call them? Papa. Yep, that's me. It turns out that shitty guards do not really tolerate broke goblins loitering near the city walls. Assholes. So, with neither contacts nor gold, I was on my own here. The very thing I learned about drawing is that I cannot draw at all. I've never drawn before, besides some cocks here and there around the castle. This is why they made me do all the cleaning at the first place. But, you know, we greenskins have a magical shonen power of believing in ourselves. So this is the result of how much I believed in myself. Here you can see the gorgeous gob in magnificent royal red gob. It is decorated with golden macaroni, because everybody loves macaroni. Well, at least this is what they say when they sell you the embroidery. Oh. Well, after the model was done, I needed to rig it in live 2D. Wanna meet the guy who helped me with it? Yep, that's also me. Rigging a model is a very confusing task. Everything is so weird, converting 2D to 3D. Meshes, parameters, and deformers. Everything is always warping, elongating, and engorging, and you have a very limited control over the situation. I lost my best brain cells during that fight. But what I can definitely say is this. Marcoon, if I ever see you in this life or another, I'll rip you to shreds. Can't see you anymore. Well, to the animations. So, as you see, we got all the basics. Eyes, left, right, mouth, some rotation, clunky but funky, I'd say. And some custom animations. We have the blush. Am I kawaii? Yes, I am. Some sweating action. Yeah, very nervous indeed. Yumps. Well, already seen them. The golden tooth. Sparkly. Very luxurious. A victory screen. Very nice. Am showered with the macaronis of glory. And, a defeat screen. Ow. Swollen eye and the shame of defeat. The mallet hurts every time, actually. And last but not least, a little soundtrack. Found an old trombone and blew into it until the sounds started coming out as something coherent. Then added a song on top of it. Let's listen. Goblins coming your way. Goblins, we are here to stay. Goblins coming your way. Goblins, we are here to stay. Yep. Taking all your women, slaughtering the store. Nothing stops the village. We will run amok. Goblins are the strongest, very, very best. Do not try to fight us. Do not even test. Sharpy teeth, pointy claws, goblin horde beware. Pretty good, huh? Now let's go back. I'm going to tell you about my goals. Let's not beat around the bush. Every greenskin wants to become the boss. Becoming a demon lord doesn't sound bad at all. However, being realistic doesn't sound bad at all either. So, let's size it down a bit. A warband with some goons is good too. Becoming a wolf rider is a very lucrative thing. Chicks dig wolf riders. And, if this doesn't work out either, then being able to cover the expenses of living in a cave is also fine. So, what am I going to do from now on? Definitely post some videos on this YouTube channel. Maybe some go posts, maybe some shit posts. But the main focus will be streaming games. Everything safe will be streamed on YouTube. And everything that can be too spicy or too boring for YouTube will be streamed on Twitch. Now, the only problem is to work things out with the internet. Cave internet is a fickle and unreliable thing, a rotten potato. But I hope that I can at least fit 720p 60 FPS into it. The first thing on the menu is Minecraft. For a couple of months, I've been completely enthralled by two disheveled and deranged elves duking it out in Minecraft, going back and forth. So, that's a game I'd really like to try out. As far as I know, you can kill things, loot things, dig caves, have pets, have slaves. Sounds pretty orky to me. and you can play hardcore. That's the only way to go. But before I head out to continue my lurking and scheming, I'd like to tell you two things. Thing number one, subscribe. Your subscription is my biggest motivation. You can also follow me on other platforms in advance, although those pages are pretty barren right now. Thing number two, kinda experimental. I'd like to distinguish my first viewers somehow without all that paid subscriptions bullshit. So I thought about making a list of the first 100 or maybe even 1,000 nicknames and call them the first gobs. I haven't decided yet how to properly utilize it. Maybe some tag on Discord server or subreddit. And do they even have those functions? I wonder. Comment something like, "Make me a first gob" under this video or during my streams. That is all. Bye for now. See you soon on the Minecraft Conquering Adventure stream. Bye.